Thank you. Safety is definitely a big issue that we have, and obviously our children and seniors definitely need the help. The way to do it is actually going out to talk and have these meetings with these big councils, figuring out this, because we have our sidewalks have been here for ages, but now we have more volume. This is our problem. We have volume, so now we have to figure out how to smooth out the volume in our area. So with the bike pass, we have a problem with bike pass. We have too many cars going both ways and bikes that are getting interfered with these big trucks. So we need more space. We have, I think, to me, the only decent bike path that we have in our district is the Maisonneuve. It goes on the Maisonneuve. It's very safe. We go right through, but actually there is some places that we have to fix. But the Maisonneuve is definitely a good bike path. We need to. We need to look at, for instance, parks that are around the parks, make different places to find things, to figure out what we have to do for our kids and seniors, especially in the wintertime. Our seniors have trouble in the wintertime because we don't know how to clean the sidewalks on time for them. There's also been instances that seniors have trouble getting the bus when the bus don't wait for them. They see them walking and they can't do it because of the icy sidewalks. And especially in the wintertime with the bike paths are very difficult we don't even see the bike paths. So we have to find a way to organize with the city on how to prioritize our sections of cleaning. And that's the main focus for us, for our safety of children as well, going to school, is prioritize the sidewalks, going to the schools first and bike paths, and clearing out the bus lanes so that we have faster access and better access with the volume that there is. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Arseneault.
Thank you for the question. It won't come as a surprise to many of you in the room that Projet Montréal administrations in other boroughs have become known for their traffic calming measures. Our administration in Rosemont, for example, over this past mandate, embarked on a program of systematic redesign whenever roads and intersections came up for work. So they took advantage of the opportunity to make them safer by design, by integrating things like traffic calming measures, speed bumps, curb extensions at intersections, things that improve visibility when you're crossing the street, things that will allow you to have less street to cross, which improves safety as well. And so that's an approach that I'd like to emulate here, not just in Loyola, obviously, but for the entire borough. Because don't forget, your Loyola City Councilor will vote on many files that impact the other districts as well. So I talked about intersections, I talked about redoing streets to make them safer by design when the opportunity arises. There's also something that we could do to improve our bike lanes, Roughly, and as a rough estimate, 20% of car trips could switch over to bikes if people felt safer. People in our city do not feel safe when they get on the bike. And so what I propose to do is take advantage of a reasonably complete bike network in NDG. We have this silly situation, though, where you have a bike lane in between a parking lane and a driving lane. It causes trouble for everyone. Drivers have to park across the lane. Cyclists get doored all the time. Simple thing that we can do almost overnight, flip the parking lane and the cycling lane. It's a common sense approach. It's done in all the best cycling cities around the world. That way you have a much lower chance of getting doored. Drivers have a much easier time as well. And right off the bat, the parked cars, where we allow on-street parking, will act as a protective barrier for cyclists. It's better for everyone. Win-win-win.
Thank you very much. Mr. Clarke.
Street safety. I mean, it's important for all of us, for all the families, for all of us. And I don't speak from the ground what I've seen. And from what I've seen in the borough, what I've seen in Loyola, there's a lot of change, a lot of things we need to look at. And when it comes in many times in the borough itself, the disparity from street to street, how it's maintained, how it's upkept, it's terrible. And we need to look at that. In terms of street safety, we talk about bicycle paths sometimes, and we can look at Grand Boulevard, for example. It's going against the traffic. So when it comes to street safety, we've got to look at really what's around us, what's next to us, what we go through every day, and make those changes. Again, when it comes to traffic lights, we talk about traffic lights where an area intersection down by Patricia again. I'll just use a specific example that we all probably would know. You can go and see it for yourself. That the lighting is actually, the traffic light is too fast. For a senior to pass, to go across, it's too quick for them. By the time it changes, they're in the middle of the road. So we really have to look at things like that. You know, we talk about street constructions. Why is it that we look at some streets, Walkleys for one part is finished, completely nice bike path, and the other side is not. Why we don't continue? Is it that the funds run out or something? This is very important because the areas of again, fielding, no lighting, is very dangerous for families. They don't want to come out and walk in the street, they don't want to be in the area of that. The merchants have difficulties. You know, crosswalks in front of the parks, to slow down, to help the families cross. Why is that? And we talk about traffic calming measures. It's good to say that. But look in the community. It doesn't fulfill the whole street. It stops certain areas, it starts and stops in different areas. We talk about safety for our families or our children. Let's look at the overall. Let's start correcting that we know. Those that we know need to be corrected now. We can look at many countries, we can look at many areas, but we have to look at our community and see what the changes we need now, because the studies takes a long time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will do 2 more questions. So I had